Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to be introducing you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at for today is a longtime friend and somebody that gives me the opportunity to tell a story about what will happen in your YouTube journey. Chocolate Drop is somebody I have a lot of fun with. This is somebody who's out supporting creators all the time, but they have an inside joke when they come here in Tuber Chat, and they call me Mr. Customer Service. Whether I'm here, actually, or even when we run into each other out in other people's live streams and premieres during the live chats. And I hope that you can take inspiration from the idea that you are going to meet people during your YouTube journey that you're going to build friendships with and have inside jokes with. And, I can tell you that we can see the future. And the number one thing that people tell me that they enjoy about their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made along the way. So I wanted to pick a channel that was here with us today in the chat, as we've been doing lately, to feature first. Chocolate Drop's been featured many times before. They're getting very close to being officially on the road to 1K. They're at 868 right now, so we'll get them to 900 as soon as we can. And we always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. Pardon me. So Chocolate Drop brings us shorts as well as videos and live streams. They post occasionally right now. They've got quite a few shorts. They're always smiling and laughing. You can see that in everything that they do. They bring us 2,400, 2,500 views in their shorts, won over 7,700 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent, so you can see they're doing a lot more streaming than they are producing videos lately, but they've got a lot of content, 439 in total on their channel. So hopefully we'll see some more soon. I know this latest video, or not the latest, but the one that you've got in your featured position here, is quite short, but I'm going to add this into a special playlist that I have called Catch Up, and that's just so that I can keep caught up with creators. It's just a fun name for my playlist. Playlist can be a great tool for keeping up with creators. And what will happen is this featured video, the next time we look at this channel, will have disappeared because I will have watched the video already. So hopefully everybody will connect with Chocolate Drop. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but somebody I wanted to introduce you to because, like I said, they're always smiling, always laughing. I run into them constantly, supporting other creators, and they are very talented when it comes to building friendships with other creators and making other people smile as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We've got quite a few names on our wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. He is always in that position because he is known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, and that is because of the support that he gives to everyone here, and the fact that he supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch, and he's here for every single live stream almost without exception. Dutchfly61 is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. Canadian Family Life, and their husband's new channel, Chris's Creation Fun, which is really a channel we've seen many times. It's fairly new, but the name is brand new because they just changed that. I'm getting Design with Emma onto our wheel. All our members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but I will add names to our wheel from our chat list later based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And for once, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, I've got your channel on the wheel. I don't know how many times I forget to put them on the wheel. They're here with us every day. They are dear friends, and I speak to them regularly, actually, on Instagram. They share all kinds of different things with me, for which I'm grateful, but for some reason I always seem to forget to put them on the wheel. Anthony J and Paul's Green Space are right beside them. Abandoned Exploring Mike, and our dear Canadian friend just Jason Keto and more is here as well. Kokomo Joe 13 and Rushing Wind Mountain are both on the wheel. I'll get a few more channels on there in a moment. I was thinking I missed a channel. Yes, so Scratch Master, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Cooking with Nat is going to be added to the wheel right now. And actually, why don't we spin and we'll get our first channel ready to go. We feature channels basically at the beginning of every stream for 5 or 10 minutes. And look at that, just Jason Keto and more. I was wondering, yesterday I think his channel was chosen second to last. It took 3 hours to get onto the screen. And look at this today, just Jason Keto and more. The odds are ever in your favor. So we'll get you onto the screen right now. And I'm happy to see that, just because just Jason Keto and more tries to be here for every stream. And I know not everybody can. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. But he has been over the top supportive, not just here. He supports all of my channels. And for long periods of time, as a matter of fact, as well. So I'll be looking forward to his stream this Thursday and hopefully catching that. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you in the house. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs has been doing a lot of live streaming. Facing Reality is a long time dear friend. They happen to be a teacher, as a matter of fact, and they're here bringing positivity into our chats. They have been actually for years. I think Facing Reality's been a friend of about 3 years. Fairbrick Studio, good to see you in the house. Tales Told in the Dark might have been here. I think Cool Gamer was here in the beginning. They often run the stream in the background. I appreciate that. Maciel Family Adventures is the new channel from Drunken Chef Barbecue. I have to picture it in my mind. Drunken Chef Barbecue. You recognize his channel because he's got an @ symbol at the beginning of the channel name. And it trips us when we want to mention them. But they've been another friend of at least a couple of years. Foxy's Friends. Good to see you in the house. That's a longtime friend as well. It's good to have you here. One of the reasons why we mix up the days and times of our live streams is so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And even though you will find brand new creators in Tuber Chat every single stream, we also have friends up to 3 years and even beyond, as a matter of fact, and everywhere in between that will come in here. So mixing them up helps us. It's not necessarily recommended for every channel, but if I give you the reasons why we do the things we do here, you can take those ideas, add them to what you, already know and are going to continue to learn. And then the hope is to make the right decisions for all of our channels. That goes for me too. So, just Jason Keto and more is in the house and on the screen already with getting on 1,200 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. He regularly updates his channel banner and avatar, but always with an inspiring and motivating slogan. There's no finish line to the journey of health. And what he wants to do is help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and as a matter of fact, healthy cooking. Because when we get to his channel, it's focused on a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And some of the things when it comes to keto, it's obviously a very big and popular topic, a very healthy type of diet, apparently. And the ideas are that we want to stay in ketosis once we get there. And just Jason Keto and his community will be able to give the details on what on earth I'm talking about there. If you haven't looked into a keto-based diet or lifestyle yet, I'm certainly no authority. But I am starting to understand from just Jason Keto and more and his community and his friends. He brings a lot of guests onto his channel, as a matter of fact, to share their life experiences along with his own. And then there are recipes all kinds of recipes on the channel for different types of healthy alternatives to some of the things we might quickly want to pick up and eat. He'll show us meals, he'll show us snacks, and he'll show us how to get more value out of some of the things we might find when we pick up a keto-based product in a grocery store. He'll also help us make sense of the ingredients that we find on the packaging to understand whether it is going to be as good for us as we think it's going to be. And then as well, a lot of product reviews on the channel as well to give us an idea of what's out there and what we might enjoy. He's had some great success with shorts. A lot of the healthy looking shorts that he's put out have done really, really well, getting into 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and 6,000 views. One breakout shorts, which I've seen, is over 22,000. So I hope everybody will check that out. It's entertaining as well as informative. And then when we get into live streams, like I said, he goes every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. He skipped last week, but he's usually on every single week, so I'll be looking forward to that. What I find during his live streams and premieres is that his community is very much like-minded in the idea of wanting to help people. So when you come into the chat, my guess is that you'll feel compelled to participate like I always do. But what you'll find is that when you do have a question or a comment or something, you'll get vibrant conversation from the community in the chat, not to mention Jason on the screen and if he's got a guest on that week. And people are basically wanting to help motivate and inspire each other. So it's wonderful to see that. He's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a dear friend to me for a long time now. And hopefully you will connect with him so you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. So like I said, he's on the road towards 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more. I did see some action in the chat. Design with Emma dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, I'm going to put your channel up on the screen right now. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then after a long period of time, we will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Kokomo Joe 13 dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat earlier, and Just Jason Keto and more, thank you very much for the extra generosity again. I certainly never want to solicit that. It's absolutely unnecessary and very much appreciated, but Just Jason Keto and more has done that countless times, probably 100 times now. And Foxy's Friends is going to pick up that gifted membership, which is really cool. So if they're still in the chat, which they are, I'm going to put them on the wheel, and that will happen for as long as they have that membership. They've been a member before. So, KP Heathen, good to see you in the house. Netfidity, Nefidity. Yes, I hope I'm pronouncing it the way you want it pronounced. I've seen that channel many, many, many times before, but it's good to have you here. And Ria's Blissful Connections needs to be added to our wheel. And forgive me, everybody, for missing any questions or comments in the chat. If you did have something that you wanted me specifically to see, like a question or comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Design with Emma is here with getting on 1,900 subscribers. And like I said, we always say you're on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. So since they've passed 1,800, they're now halfway to 1,900. So we'd love to get them closer to that milestone if we can. When we look at their channel, the first thing I see is a featured video. And it's really cool that YouTube now gives us the opportunity. They have for a long time, but they keep changing things up a little bit. They give us the opportunity to dress up the front page of our channel if we would like, with different things like a channel trailer or a featured video like this. I'm going to put this particular video in my catch-up list for now. Usually I grab a new one, but I'm just going to put that in from a few weeks ago. I see they've got some shorts on their channel, so we'll see what Design with Emma has got going on in their shorts. Some of their popular stuff is getting into 16,000 views, 18,000, even 32,000, which is great to see. And then when we look at live streams, we see that they're doing these usually every week, sometimes even twice a week, which is great to see. They'll take us indoors or outdoors. When we look at the About page, we get an idea about what they're going to bring to us, talking about decorating our homes And this is something I think anybody can use. I think all the time about someday getting rid of my green screen and having some kind of a background. And some of you know Kristen Walton, who can't be here in the chat with us today, but her and I have been together for 8 years now. I love her style. But I also wonder about the idea of different designers when it comes to putting some kind of a true office backdrop behind me so that we can have a bit of a better view, especially when doing videos and things like that. And Design with Emma makes this channel unique in the Tuber Chat family, because I'm not sure if we have any other what I would call an interior designer. I don't think we have any other interior design channels in the chat. And then this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but over time, one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that I get to know the channels. And after watching a lot of videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Dutchfly61 is coming up on the screen. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Johnny Small Pepper, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I always appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming to say hello and drop a thumbs up. He was featured on Garden State Gardener's channel last week, and they had a great conversation about the YouTube community as well as what Johnny Small Pepper is doing on his channel. He's talking about different types of peppers and getting into a lot of the details to help people understand what to expect, more so than just the general information that we hear all the time. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Is Hilda DC in the house? Kaiser Gaming YT is here. That's Chris's Clever Craft. He's got a membership on his main channel. Kaiser Gaming YT is a gaming channel from Chris's Clever Craft, but I'm going to put that on the wheel right now. Home Bartending with John is in the house. Oh, I think Johnny Small Pepper just said hello to Hilda, but I didn't see her in the chat. I wonder if she's here. She's got a premiere for us, hopefully, after Tuber Chat. We'll be on for another 2.5 hours. Yeah, there she is. And then we will raid into her channel. Now, one of the things about all the moderators on this channel is they're all dear friends of mine, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels. They all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be invited to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, good to see you in the house. That's another channel I'm still getting to know. And I think we're doing okay. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat, so as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And it's interesting, yeah, KK's Travel and Education vlogs. I kind of am in the same boat. Now, me personally, I just can't take anything hot, nothing at all. You know, if I eat hot wings, my lips will be burning for 2 days. And, you know, it's fine. I just almost never ever order anything hot anywhere, or I certainly don't make anything hot. I love the taste of Frank's Red Hot, but I have to really think about whether I want to eat that or not. I only do it in special occasions, let's just say. But there's ways to dial that back or make it a little more mild. I'm in Canada, so we don't have all the fancy flavors for a lot of the popular things that our American friends have. And so I wonder about things like if Frank's will ever come out with an mild version of the actual Frank's Red Hot sauce. We have a mild wing sauce, which is already prepared, but I would love it if they would someday come out with a mild sauce. I have heard of Crystal, which apparently is a mild sauce, and I got to get my hands on some of that and see what that's like. Because like I said, I love the taste. I just don't, I'm not able to take the heat. So, Dutchfly61 is up on the screen. I got Follow the Bradley's Fun on the wheel with Pendar. And when we look at Dutchfly61, we see another one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. This is a sky-watching channel, as a matter of fact, from the Netherlands. And they're working on 1,300 subscribers now. They post occasionally, so it seems like they're stepping it up to almost weekly or bi-weekly, which is great to see. I'm just going to take their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with them. And they've got some shorts now as well. So they've started posting these. The very first one they did got over 4,000 views, which is great to see. And these will likely continue to grow overall as they post more and more. That's always the case with shorts, it seems. And then hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for what I believe might be a year and a half now. I'm losing track of how long some of these friendships have gone on. But hopefully everybody will connect with Dutchfly61 and get some of their support coming back to you as well. Mr. Hero Brian 15, good to see you in the house. Did you actually get the play button? Wow. How on earth are you able to do this? Mr. Hero Brian 15 has actually been a friend for a while. But yeah, they got almost 100,000 subscribers. My guess is that they've hit the 100 and it goes up and down like everybody else's and this and that. But it's great to have you here. Nice to see a check mark in the chat. So thanks for coming and checking us out again. Mr. Hero Brian 15 makes some really interesting videos. You'll find that when you get to their channel. And then Rage Gaming Jory with another name change is in the house. Good to see you here. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. We'll spin. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs is a longtime friend as well. She'll let you meet more friends for your own channel when you visit her. And Rock Chick Beauty's here from the UK. She must be happy we're finally doing an early one. Rock Chick Beauty's up late with us a lot of the time. Sometimes we do our streams as late as 9 to midnight Eastern, but that's already past 2 in the morning for Rock Chick Beauty, and still she comes in whenever she can. She's been a friend of 3 years. Now we're looking at Canadian family life, and this is somebody who is also a fellow Canadian, obviously. I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a second. We're going to talk about her channel and her husband's channel. Yeah, Mr. Hero Brian 15, that can be a thing with shorts, right? It's great for driving subscribers, but it can be troublesome for retention. It's great. It's great that you're growing so solidly. That's really incredible to see, to be honest with you. And then Gaming Experience with Kelly. We'll get you onto the wheel as well. And Tips World Talks is here. Yeah, Mr. Hero Brian 15, when it comes to retention and getting people to watch longer, the analytics will always tell us different types of patterns that we can see. So what you do is possibly as an idea, look at the videos that people are watching the longest, and then that will tell you what your audience wants more of, right? So that might be helpful. I mean, once you get to 100,000, it's a little bit different than what we typically discuss here. But, yeah, I missed the old YouTube before shorts. But, hey, at least you got the subscribers now. I hope you get that play button. I hope you'll show it to us when you do. May Myers Family Vlogs USA, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, and please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Canadian Family Life is Tiffany. So we've got a few Tiffany's actually in the Tuber Chat family, but lately we've been talking about Tiffany because she's here every single day. She's also out supporting other creators. So here's a husband and wife combo actually. They've got separate channels, but I've seen Tiffany's husband on her channel several times now. So this is cool because they're talking about their garden. One of the things I talk about this particular channel is how organized and neat and clean they keep their garden indoors. So hopefully everybody will check out this video. I'm looking forward to seeing it. They just put it out this morning, as a matter of fact. And then Canadian Family Life also does a lot of grocery hauls and cooking videos and a little bit more variety. When we look at the shorts here, we see that these are starting to move into 2,400 and 2,500 views. When we get into live streams, we see that she's got one of these coming up tonight, actually. I'll make sure I keep that notification on. And yes, that's going to be coming up about an hour after Tuber Chat ends. So we've got a premiere to watch from Hilda DC right after Tuber Chat in about 2.5 hours. And then shortly after that, Canadian Family Life will be on. So I hope while everybody's visiting them right now, you put that notification on, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. And then we know we'll catch them. Tiffany's also found on many other people's channels, and she happens to be monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Her husband has just changed up the name and presentation on the channel. So Chris's Creation Fun is the husband of Canadian Family Life, where we see 3D printing for now, but he's opened up the channel for more variety. So we'll keep an eye and see what else is going to come up here. We've got the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as possible as well. John H. Shelton is also here from the UK. Good to have you in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up for today, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. AG Born Jamaican is in the house. Good to see you here. And Judgment Day Mike Harper is going to have some new content for us as well. Gaming Experience with Kelly will be the next channel that we look at when we come back from a 3.5 minute break. But I see that Follow the Bradley's Fun is dropping a super chat as well. So we'll look at them right after. Then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at gaming experience with Kelly. Oh, I see. So KK's travel and education vlogs is often enticing conversation in the chat or inducing conversation in the chat. And one of the things that they asked was about goals. So I'm just curious then, what everybody would say is your goal here on YouTube. So usually I don't, we try to shy against self-promotion, but for now we'll just do it for fun and just see what everybody has to say. We'll see if we can strike up some conversation there. And Cat Attainment, I think we've seen that channel before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. They've been on their channel for quite some time. And Superchat itself, this channel's been here for 3.5 years. I've been on for 6.5. And a lot of the people here have been on anywhere in between. Some longer than that, and some are fairly new. And then Wayne's World Unlimited is just asking, where is the music when I go on break? Oh, no, it's ours or mine. Like, so all the music in the background of Tuber Chat, including the song at the beginning, middle, and end of the stream, those are all copyright free, and anybody can use them in their videos or live streams. We have a separate channel where you can go and get access to that music. Most of the songs, pardon me, have MP3 links in the bottoms of the descriptions. But we own it all. So anybody can use it, and you don't have to worry about that stuff. The safest place to always get copyright-free music is in the YouTube Studio Music Library. Now, I have heard a couple of times that people have said they even got copyright claims from that. So we always have to be cautious. But you should be. I made sure to publish all of our music before putting it here on YouTube for everybody to make sure that it's clean and ready to go. Obviously, we've done hundreds and hundreds, probably 1,000 streams between this channel and other streams that I've done that have used that music, so it's all good and all clean and all fine. But there's only about 48 tracks there. Now, I'm putting a couple sections on the wheel here. One of them is called Clear the Wheel, and another one is going to be called Add a Name, so that I can, at some point, add a name to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And I've got a robot in the background that helps me with that. I'm using Bottissimo for another couple of weeks, and then Bottissimo's going down forever, unfortunately. So I shed my tear for that yesterday, but we'll be using Streamlabs for that after. The ChatBot in Streamlabs keeps the same types of statistics as Bottissimo, and then for those of you who use Nightbot, you'll find that there are also chat logs there. So one way to hack some statistics out of that, if you're good with spreadsheets and this and that, is you could drag out all the messages that have been left in your chat logs in your latest live streams or premieres, put them in a spreadsheet, sort them out, count them, and figure out who's been most active in that way. I don't know how much that makes sense, but it's an idea. One day, hopefully, we'll show everybody what on earth I'm talking about. Florida Claimers Ted, good to see you in the house. Thanks for being here. I'm not sure if I said hello. Team Reese Travels is also in the house. I think Corinne's Life, my dear friend from Nova Scotia, who's here as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. And we still have yet to look at Follow the Bradley's Fun. They dropped a super chat right before we went on break. And then, Florida Claimers Ted. I'm hoping to get some more music happening. I was playing around actually earlier today with an AI system, but they're just not up to snuff yet. So we'll see if I can get some more music purchased or ordered or something like that. Bipolar Aquatics, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'd love to get that system up to a point where we're adding a song every week, but it can be extremely expensive, as you can imagine. Getting talented people to create music, even in the cheapest scenarios, is, you don't want to be insulting. And, what's the cheapest is never a good idea. Never, when hiring anybody for any reason, in my opinion. The Jay Jordan was on earlier today. He's on every single day. Thanks for coming in. Henry Nelson is here. I'm going to get them on the wheel. We're going to talk about gaming experience with Kelly and the Bullock experience in a moment, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after Follow the Bradley's Fun. Goshlin Gotcha 3004. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Lisa's Fun Finds, good to see you here as well. So, gaming experience with Kelly was chosen by the wheel right before we went on our break there for 3.5 minutes. This is a gaming channel that's brought to us from our friend from the Bullock Experience. So he's mixing up the gameplay here. He's got quite a few shorts already. Hopefully those will continue, and then videos are posted frequently. He just put one out right before Tuber Chat, actually, or during Tuber Chat. And then, so I've got that in my notification, or in my catch-up list, so that I can catch up with that. And then we've got live streams that feature a lot of different video games and different titles as well. So he's at 42 subscribers right now on this gaming channel. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever before, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. The Bullock Experience is coming up in just a second, and pardon me, I'll be right back. All right, pardon me for that. I was hearing noises and I thought Kristen and Kira might be pounding the life out of each other or something. Kristen's getting some meat ready for dinner tonight. I think she's tenderizing some chicken or something like that. Professional Paranormal Research, I got you on the wheel. Thanks for coming in. And then the Bullock Experience is the original channel from the same creator from the gaming experience with Kelly that we just saw. Now it's Fishing First over here. And the Bullock Experience has been a friend of what I think is getting on 2 years now. And he's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at the shorts, we see that these have gotten into 2,800 and 3,200 views. There's a little bit more variety there when we get into the shorts. The videos typically show us a lot of fishing, but this will be an interesting, different kind of video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up, list. I know it's short, but I just want to see what you've got there for Nightlife in Nashville. And then he's got a series of live streams. I haven't been able to catch him in a long time. I typically am away from a computer during the days on Wednesday, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to start catching these very soon. Some of us set our clocks back last night, as a matter of fact, and enjoyed an extra hour of sleep. Much needed, of course. And then that means for me personally, my work days are going to start to get shorter. It gets darker earlier by about an hour now, a little bit more than it was. We lose about 1.5 minutes a day of sun. I'm in Canada, and now it's going to really shorten my days. So hopefully that means I'll be on and able to catch more creators during their live streams and premieres and things like that. And then forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If anything that anybody meant for me to see something specific, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And again, another gifted membership today. So Holly's Adventures, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. Just Jason Keto did the same thing earlier, and it looks like Judgment Day Mike Harper picked up that gifted membership, which is really cool. I know they'll be happy to have it. If they're still in the chat, I'll put them on the wheel right away. Unidentified S4 is Anthony. I ran into them. I think they were supporting, I think they were talking about the Jay Jordan, and they mentioned the idea that they've lost, 30 pounds recently, or 20 pounds, did you say, in the chat? Once, like 15 years ago, I lost 30 pounds and never bothered to do it again. But I'm hoping someday I'll get back to that kind of motivation. I'm relying on some of our friends here to inspire me, and hopefully this will be Jim Winter Bro. That'll be the idea. So Follow the Bradley's Fun is here, a family variety channel, and they are working on 3,700 subscribers. They're going to have it anytime, as a matter of fact. They got a live stream coming up later this month. I've put my notification on for that. We'll see what they got going on for videos right now. They post frequently, so usually at least once a week. They've got shorts on the channel that have moved into 17,000, 23,000 views, and one breakout short's over 145,000 here, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are occasional. It's been a month, so we'll be looking forward to that a couple of weeks from now. At the end of the month, looking forward to Christmas season by the look of it. And Follow the Bradley's Fun are going to let us know that they bring us family vlogs and live streams, as well as essays from Disney, Universal, and other travel destinations, along with some travel news. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Thank you again, Follow the Bradley's Fun, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. They've done that before, and Holly's Adventures has gifted another membership. She's done that before as well. So thank you for that. We treat gifted memberships like we do super chat, so we'll put that channel up on the screen right now, and then I'll try to catch up with the chat a little bit. Nice Junk is in the house. Good to see you here, and then hopefully I haven't missed anybody again. Oh, Florida Claimers Ted. He's always got interesting ideas, so thank you for that. You're making me laugh. And Holly's Adventures up on the screen right now. So they're playing some more Legend of Zelda. They've been on Zelda for a while now. But they actually mix up a lot of video gameplay on their channel, and they've got a little bit of variety as well. Cozy Peaceful Home is the name that we would otherwise use to describe Hygge Homestead that is here. They let us know on their About page that Hygge, that word Hygge, is peaceful, cozy, a cozy, peaceful home. In Danish, as a matter of fact, we learned something before we even get into the content on that channel. Express Baskets and Treats, good to see you here. And then I got It's the Bankroll on the wheel with Hygge Homestead. They've both been longtime friends. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Now, Holly's Adventures has got a lot of videos, and like I said, there's a bit of variety here. We see that more in the shorts, like usual on channels, regardless of niche or category. We see a lot of variety coming through shorts. She's got a few here at 3,000 and 4,000 views, one at 4,600, which is great to see. Live streams as well feature a lot of video gameplay. She's mixing these up a little bit more, but she went on a cruise many months ago and brought us some content there, and then mixes up a little bit of variety in the rest of her content as well. So she's at 515 subscribers. Pardon me, and I'm sure she's excited about the new restrictions. They're not so new anymore, but you can get into the YouTube Partner Program and start becoming monetized with 500 subscribers now as soon as you get to 3,000 hours of watch time. So a little bit easier today than it was last year, but that's great to see. Thank you, Wayne's World Unlimited. Yes, they're over in the UK, and they're far ahead of us when it comes to time zones there. So thank you for coming in. I always appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming in quickly. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you again, Holly's Adventures, for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and I am sure that Mike Harper will be happy to have that. If they're still in the chat, I'll put them on the wheel right away. When we get to Pendar, we see a creator that's bringing us a lot of music. I'm just going to grab this latest video that they've got. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I know that name, Frank Terzo, as well. Was that not a channel that used to come through Tuberchat, or am I mistaken that it might be actually two different things? Music, gaming, art, as well as their dog named Willow will be featured on this channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got going on in the latest video there. Shorts on this channel feature a lot of variety, as we can see, but these have gotten into now 1,500 views and 2,300 views and beyond. When we get into live streams, we see that they're bringing these out about once a week, sometimes twice a week by the look of it. They just did one yesterday. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. I haven't caught them for a live stream yet. They're doing a lot of Words on Stream, which is a game that's really cool that lets the chat participate. So that's cool to see. Frank Terzo is a musician and songwriter. I should know that. I thought we had a channel coming through here called Frank Terzo, but it could have been somebody just using the name then if it's a popular artist. Otherwise, I should have known that. I used to be a DJ for an eternity, and I wouldn't have ever played any Frank Terzo music, I guess, but yeah, we'll have to see, Florida Claimers Ted. We'll have to see what happens. I should look into that. I'm going to make a note for myself right now to look into the new monetization percentage. If that is the case, we'll see. They're making some changes. I saw something about pulling some of the merch monetization off, and I could be mistaken about that. I'll have to follow up on that. And Ria's Blissful Connections is looking to swap playlists. If anybody else wants to swap playlists with each other, just say so in the chat, please. And then others should reach out to you. I'm going to get Judgment Day Mike Harper onto the wheel right now. And then, so I know that it can feel daunting to try to chase those watch hours when you're just starting your YouTube journey. But it used to be 4,000 hours of watch time exclusively. So as much as it might not seem it, I promise you things are a little bit easier today. Not easy, but slightly easier than they were last year, let's say. And we're happy for that, right? We want more creators coming into the system, getting monetized, and being able to spread the love everywhere. And it's a lot more motivating, because the truth is we're seeing more channels monetized faster than ever now, which is great. I'm sure almost everybody who's been here many times before will agree, but we've had friends getting monetized week after week after week, it seems, with the new restrictions. Kristen Walton, my love, is now in the chat. I thought she was going to be out longer today than she was, so we're lucky to have her here. I'm going to put her on the wheel. She happens to be a moderator and a member, of course. And then the shining jewel that I refer to all the time, Scratch and PPA, is coming up right now. I forgot, of course, to mention again, Michael's Adventures will send his regards. He is not here for every single stream, but he always lets us know he's thinking about us and is looking forward to the next time he'll be here, when he can't be, so we might possibly see him next weekend again or later today. And then Scratch and PPA is up on the screen. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope everybody will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into the ad percentage change, but I can tell you this: for most creators in the Tuberchat family, it is going to be a trivial amount, because for anybody that's been monetized for a long period of time, and let's say doing well, I know everybody can always be doing better, but let's just say it doesn't matter what the level is, but if somebody is what they would consider doing well when it comes to revenue, they will probably tell you that memberships are going to make up almost 2/3 of the revenue. Super chats are going to make up another third if there's somebody who premieres and live streams frequently. And then AdSense is going to make up a small sliver that probably will equal 5 or 10%. That's the way it is on all the channels that I run. And so the idea, we're always happy to have everything that there is, but we can't do anything about whatever YouTube decides the rules are anyway. All we can do is adjust our work around different restrictions and things like that. Whatever they change the AdSense percentage to, whether it's more or less, is not going to be controllable by us. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll give us some tools to try to pick that up a little bit. But you'll notice, even in the Tuber Chat live streams, we're doing fantastic when it comes to the idea of memberships and super chats, for which I'm personally grateful, of course. So I took the ads right off of our live streams. I put them back on for the replays, but the idea is that it's much more valuable for everybody if everybody can get in here quickly and not have to be watching ads every time they go out and come back in, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. If you're meeting, let's say 8 new friends per hour here, and you're able to stay for a couple of hours, you might be hopping out 10 to almost 20 times of the stream, and I don't want you to have to get stuck watching ads, right? So, we're grateful for those who are able to support in that way, but again, it's not necessary. Very much appreciated when it does happen, of course. Now, Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now, and we'll get back to talking about Scratch and PPA in a second. Get to the Farm is here. It's good to see you in the house, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, and there's I Want to Know. Yeah, I Want to Know is here just for a moment, but I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I Want to Know and Get to the Farm is a husband and wife combo. Actually, another situation where they've got separate channels, but they support each other wholeheartedly, so much so that actually Get to the Farm narrates the videos on I Want to Know's channel, but they're both incredibly informative. So, Scratch and PPA is up on the screen right now, and you've heard me refer to this creator repeatedly as a shining jewel because he is so unbelievably supportive to everyone, including myself. He supports every single thing on every channel that I touch. He's here for every single stream in Tuber Chat, almost without exception. That's almost 600 times now just on this channel for hours at a time. Now, what you're going to find is if you can catch him for one of his premieres, they happen every week at the same time, Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you're going to find a rush and flood of support that comes back to him because of what he does for everybody else all week long. And it's one of the fastest rolling chats that you'll find in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, or VS Speaks Royally, and some others that are really fast paced. So it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. And then as well, his video series puts an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. I'll talk about it in a second. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Ace Flow 1, I did get you on the wheel, by the way. And then when we look at Scratch and PPA's content, first of all, presentation's at the forefront of his mind, and it always has been. You can see his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails on his videos, which give us a bit of a hint as to the giveaways that are part of his series. And then as well, his banner is updated every single week. We can imagine how much work that takes, not to mention his videos and his video editing skills have been complemented ever since his very first production. And hopefully everybody will connect with him. He's now crossed 1,800 subscribers. We'd love to push him towards the 1,900 he'll be thinking about. He is monetized. You can support him with super chats during his premieres when you get there, or super thanks on his other content. When we get into his video series, you'll find that he will pit 2 lottery tickets against each other, and give us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And then when you look through his content, we'll see that he's expanded. I've actually set up to share in another couple of hours, right after Tuber Chat, actually. I've got a community post that's going to go out that's going to share his whole list of shorts videos, and you'll get an idea that you can do that on your own channel. For anybody that hasn't already shared a playlist on a community post, you'll see how that's done. But Scratch and PPA's got quite a few of these now. He took a trip to Italy and brought us a lot of content, so he's alternating here. He's got a lot of Italian scratch tickets and then bringing us some outdoor adventures as well. He's going to places like markets, beaches. He's got fireworks there, and he is even sharply dressed in one of his vlogging type shorts videos there. He also brought us a live stream, his first ever, so we're hoping to see more from Scratch and PPA in that way, but we know that his video series continues on, so hopefully everybody will connect with him, and like I said, push him towards the 1,900 subscribers he's thinking about. And then Be Bodacious, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. If you happen to be a member, what we're going to do is actually go on break for 3.5 minutes. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And then I'll add a couple more sections to the wheel. I'll add another clear the wheel section. So Judgment Day Mike Harper will be the next channel that we look at. I'm just going to get that ready to go. And again, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I see Mitchy Boo is in the house. It's always good to see you here. That's Mitchell and Dahl with a second channel. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. We're going to be back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Judgment Day Mike Harper. I spun the wheel right before we went on break there. This creator picked up a gifted membership today from Holly's Adventures, the second gifted membership that we've seen. Foxy's Friends is also on the wheel. They picked up another gifted membership from our dear friend Jason Keto and more. So thank you again, both of you. Butler Family Farms on the wheel now. I just saw them come in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming into the chat. I did get up and walk away that time. Hilda DC is still in the chat. She's got a premiere coming up for us in 2 hours, right after Tuber Chat, and we'll get an opportunity to continue meeting more friends and family members while we're over there on her channel. So Judgment Day Mike Harper is fairly new to Tuber Chat. They've just been with us about a month or so, and we're still getting to know the channel, but they're posting videos frequently. So I'm just going to grab the one they posted yesterday. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. And then we'll look at what they're doing with shorts, because we saw those front and center on the channel. We see that some of these are getting into hundreds of views, one over 1,000 now, which is great to see. Legal Minded Friends, Karen Cole, good to see you in the chat, by the way. And we see that Judgment Day Mike Harper is doing a lot of streaming as well. These are coming out every other day or so. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers we know they're thinking about. They're sitting at 324 right now, but they're here with us just about every single day since finding us, and like I said, I think it's been about a month or so. So let's spin the wheel. I did add another clear the wheel section, and when that comes up, what we'll do is wipe off all the names from the wheel and reload with anybody who is in the chat that should be on there. Of course, it's open to everyone, and after a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Rage Gaming Jory is coming up. Might have to get to them. Lone Wolf Gaming Jory. They've changed their channel name several times. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put their handle in the chat, and anybody can use that to find them if you need to. It's a real help for everybody when we search for each other. Searching, finding, and clicking on each other's names helps us rise up the search results. YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. Cassandra Carr, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And that's a brand new channel, but it's great to see you here, and hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to here. Everybody will be willing to connect, and if you follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Rage Gaming Jory is bringing us shorts basically daily. That's the intention. So I'm just looking at their videos. They got one here. I'm going to put this between the Xbox One and PS4. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list to give me another piece of content to go through. But they've also got shorts that have gotten into a couple thousand views now, which is great to see. And then live streams are something they've done frequently on the channel as well, usually at least once a week, mixing up a lot of popular video game titles. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rage Gaming Jory. They're here with us just about every single day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about. And then let me just put up before I Design with Emma, I think we saw, right? Yes. Journey with BC and Interviews is the second channel from Judgment Day Mike Harper. So forgive me, I know I'm still getting to know that creator, and I haven't put their second channel up the last couple of times that they've had them up. I try to put both channels, or at least two when we know creators have more than one. So this is Journey with BC and Interviews, and we're going to see some shorts on this channel. Some of these have gotten into hundreds of views as well, which is great to see. And then as well as, forgive me, I'm pardon me, I'm mistaken. This is the second channel from Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher. I think Mike Harper has a second channel as well, so forgive me, I'm confusing everybody, but this is a different creator. This is Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher with a second interview channel, and I'll get his original channel up. think I'm working too fast here. The Dogman UK, the Skeptical Researcher, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher actually came to us originally from Instagram, and it shows you how the power of the outside social networks can be used to draw in traffic to your videos and your channel. So I hope everybody will take inspiration from that idea. Chief the BC Gaming Dispatcher is here with us just about every single day. They got 1,200, 1,300 views on a couple of their shorts. They got 2,500 on one of them. They've got a lot of live streams, and these feature many different types of video gameplay more than anything else. And then they post videos frequently as well. So I'm just going to grab their latest bus simulator video. I don't think I've seen this before. Lots of Grand Theft Auto. It's my favorite game. But Bus Simulator will be the first time I'm seeing this. I see the Truck Simulator games on a lot of channels. So I've just spun the wheel, and it's come up with clear the wheel. We're a little bit early for a break, but we're going to do it right now. So I'm going to go for another 3.5 minutes. What I'm going to do is wipe out all of the names off of the wheel. We'll put any of the members back on that are in the chat right now. So if any members are listening or watching that haven't been on the screen yet, just please be active in the chat, say anything at all, and I'll get you back onto the wheel. And then we'll start spinning again. And what that does is it gives us an opportunity to get more channels on the wheel for today, and therefore on the screen. We've still got over an hour and a half to go. Cooking with Net is going to be the next channel that we look at. Trish the Natural, I'm going to add you to the wheel. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists, please just simply say so in the chat. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, I hope you will. And if I've missed something you meant for me to see, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up. And or at mention Superchat, Connect, and Grow. We're back again in 3.5 minutes. Oh, pardon me, everyone. Okay, forgive me for that. We're going to start over. We're going to go for 3.5 minutes. My mistake. Thank you, Kaiser Gaming YT. I hit the wrong button there. All right, thank you, everybody. Forgive me for that. I know we got a couple new channels in the chat, so thanks for your patience. I try not to make mistakes as much as anybody else, but I promise you I make a handful in every single stream. So thank you, everybody, for catching that. We've still got a long way to go. We got an hour and a half, and Hilda DC has got a premiere for us as well after Tuber Chat. So what we'll do in an hour and a half is leave this running for an extra 3 minutes right up until the moment her premiere begins. She's probably got a 5-minute intro on there to give us a couple of extra minutes as well. When you get into her premiere, you'll be able to continue what we're doing here and meet more friends and family members. So I wiped all the names off of the wheel because we had our clear the wheel section come up, and I've reloaded with all of our members who are here, which means it's going to be a lot faster before we get some channels onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation, and our add a name section is still there. So I've got Trish the Natural, Kristen Welton, Hilda DC, It's D Bankroll, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, Butler Family Farm, Ace Flaw 1, Henry Nelson, Ria's Blissful Connections, Rushing Wind Mountain, Broken Hearts Ministry, which is Gail Southern Living actually with a second channel, and then Michael Harper's got his second channel there as well. Cali King 916 and Corinne's Life are also on the wheel. So if there's any members that are listening or watching that haven't been on the wheel yet, just say anything at all in the chat, and when our add a name section comes up, I'll add somebody onto the wheel from the chat that's not already been on based on how actively engaged in conversation you are. This is the idea behind keeping everything open here in Tuber Chat. So we always put Superchatters on the screen right away and members get added to the wheel right away. But we want to make sure everything's open to everyone. It takes a very long time, but we will add names to our wheel from our chat list at some point. And then Mitchy Boo is in the house. That's Mitchell and Doll still. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs is still with us. And we're looking at Cooking with Nat. So this channel's got 1,300 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but we see that they say sweet treats. This is really cool because I think that is a very clear and concise way to describe what we're going to expect to see on your channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their hot chocolate macarons video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators because they've got this one featured, so I want to see what they've got to say in there. As well, they've got shorts on the channel, so we'll have a look at how these are doing. We see that they've gotten into 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 views. One breakout short's over 9,300, which is great to see. Live streams are something they might continue with. They did one a while back, and then we can get some more information about this cooking channel on their About page. So it's a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us several times now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and I'm sure you'll appreciate getting some of that support coming back to you as well that they've been giving us here. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up onto the screen. Cali King 916 came in during the break there. They come to us from Sacramento, California. And this creator really impressed me when they first came into the Tuber Chat family. It's well beyond a year ago now, I'm sure, into a year and a half, maybe even slightly longer than that. Cali King 916 takes us outdoors and gives us a look around Sacramento. But they also are incredibly supportive to other creators. And it's the thing I noticed right away about them after they'd been in a Tuber Chat live stream the first time. They're seeming to be everywhere all the time. And even to this day, in getting involved in conversation in other people's premieres and live streams. And I'm always happy to see that, because when you engage true conversation, or when you are actively engaged in conversation, if that makes sense, you're actually doing a great service for any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. This is how YouTube knows they should be pushing that content out more and more. So Cali King 916 been bringing us some shorts videos. We'll see how these are doing. Some of them getting into 2,000 views and beyond, one over 5,000 and one over 10,000 now, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent, so I've caught them several times, but I guess it's been a while again. Now, I've got the notification bell on for every channel. We do that for everyone in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as possible. And then we'll be looking forward to new videos. King 916, it's been a short while since they've done a couple because they focus on live streaming. But it's great to see you here. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've been a member for as long as I can remember now, which is basically almost all that time. They've been with us, like I said, for what I think is well beyond a year into a year and a half. And I hope everybody takes inspiration from the idea that I literally lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on for. Some creators have just an incredible impact on our community and on myself, the way they support, that I've been mistaken more than once about how long some of these friendships have lasted. We did look at design with Emma today, right? Forgive me, was that today or yesterday? I wonder if Scratch and PPA or Hilda DC or Corinne's Life or anybody else happened to catch that. I thought we talked about that channel just today. It's interior decorating and interior design. It's a channel I'm still getting to know, but I feel like we talked about it today. Ria's Blissful Connections is in the house, and we'll see what they've got going on. I just don't want to make the mistake of missing anybody. Ria's Blissful Connections is a professional educator and a homeschooling mom. They've got 988 subscribers. I think they were here with 986 yesterday, so they've got a couple of new friends. Pardon me just for a moment. Thank you, Scratch and PPA and and Mike and Rihanna's Adventures for that. And then it's the Bankroll still on the wheel. And King 916 has been here for over 300 episodes of Tuber Chat. Almost every, well, I wouldn't say almost every, but often. They're here for most of our streams. It's really cool. My friend on YouTube, yes. Get to the farm. The friendships that are made between creators are the number one thing that people say is their favorite part of their YouTube journey. So when we look at Ria's Blissful Connections, we're going to see some shorts front and center here. So let's have a look at what they've got going on. A couple of these have gotten into a couple hundred views, but one of them over 4,800, which is great to see. Videos on this channel are posted about once a week, maybe twice a week almost, right? I'm going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list. That is a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, but we'll get an idea of what they're doing with their homeschooling and education. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Trish the Natural is coming up right now. Forgive me, I know I'm doing this a million times. My allergies are on me like crazy here. Pardon me again just for a moment. We'll talk about this channel. And Jesse Miller unboxings and more. I hope I said hello when you came in. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I know we've had a few new channels come through this weekend again. We always have brand new channels every single day here in Tuber Chat or every stream. But the best success comes from making the first move, reaching out to other creators to start a conversation. And it works best when you take your time, just meet people one by one. There's always more people than you could ever meet in these streams, for which we're grateful. But that means as many friends as you want to make for your channel, you'll be able to do here, if that makes sense. So it starts with a conversation, simply reaching out, hey, how are you? Maybe checking out somebody's channel in the background, then letting them know that you want to connect with them, then heading to their channel, supporting them with all the things you wish they would do for you, and our instructions are in our video descriptions, of course. When you come back and let them know that you've done that, they'll turn around and do the same thing for you right away. So, Larkin and Twerkin, yes, Yes, I say that myself also, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I can't help but laugh, though. Trish the Natural is going to talk to us about natural hair care, and this is another creator who puts presentation at the forefront of their mind. You'll notice that because their videos have a very professional look with all of their thumbnails. These bright, bold headshots will make them recognizable, and the idea is that when the YouTube recommendation engine presents somebody with a video from this creator after they've already seen one, they will likely be inclined to click on her again, knowing that they've already enjoyed this creator. And they'll be, oh, I like her. And they'll, likely go back to her videos again as opposed to moving on to something else. The other thing, too, obviously you can see she's a dynamic host. You get that when I roll over these videos. But she also does a lot of shout-outs in her videos as well, which I think is a really great thing. I'm always happy to see people promoting each other. When we look at her channel, we see she's got a brand new video. I haven't seen that yet. I put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with her. And again, playlists can be a great tool for that. She's got some shorts here that have gotten into a couple thousand views and beyond, and then a live stream. So we'll see if she's going to pick those back up. We've always got notification bells on for every channel. We see that she's also working on 1,100 subscribers, so hopefully we can push her towards that as well. Rudy Areta with Autism, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, our dear friend from the UK, is here as a member and a moderator. I've got them on the wheel. Let's spin. We'll see who's coming up next. And Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny is also here. I'm going to get them on the wheel right now. We're going to see our longtime dear friend, Gail Southern Living, with her second channel, Broken Hearts Ministry, right now. And I think she's been a friend of 3 years. It's getting close to it. And Gail Southern Living is very much known as an extremely kind-hearted creator who cares very much about her YouTube community, those of us in the Tuber Chat family, so much so that she's actually done 2 videos on 2 of her channels that are how to use Tuber Chat instructions. And basically that's so that she can get her friends to make the most out of their time that they spend here on this channel. So for that, I'm grateful. But she also has been a dear friend and somebody that I can tell you through our own friendship has shown that she is somebody who truly has my back in the YouTube streets. My guess is that she has the back of all of her friends on YouTube. And the reason why I make such a big deal about that is because, there are a lot of aspects to our YouTube journey. And while our friendships grow, it's like anything in life, some more so than others. You speak to some of your friends more often than others, and you can really start to tell when people are really caring about the other people that they're meeting, more so than themselves. And this is Broken Hearts Ministry and Gail Southern Living, somebody who definitely gives much more than they expect to receive. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Let me get Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny onto the wheel, because I haven't done that yet. I'll do it right this second. And then we will look at the content on this channel. This channel actually has a special purpose, and you can read about that in the About page. So I'll give you a look at that. I see Watch Us Decorate here as well. They're doing spectacular stuff with cakes and cupcakes and all kinds of extremely professional decorating. And you'll get an idea of that when you see the channel. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Broken Hearts Ministry, here's where you get the idea about what the channel is presenting. That's Gail right there. I'm just going to grab her latest video and put that in my catch-up list. Again, that's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. She's posting frequently here, really getting this channel moving, but she's been at this for a couple of years. So, dare I say, a pro for sure. She is working on 2,400, 2,500 views on a couple of these shorts videos, so that will likely continue as she posts more and more. And then live streams are something that she's done frequently already. She's got a few of them set up. I'm setting notifications for all of them, even though I've got the notification bell on as well. We always have that on for every channel. She'll do a live stream on Monday, actually. So that's the next one coming up. When we look at Gail Southern Living, We see a creator that comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. She is an advocate for helping others grow. Just going to grab her latest video here. She does pure variety on her channel. So she could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be bringing us homesteading type of content. She is a master of collaborations. She is known for the Fall Fest collaborations that happened both last year and this year that involve dozens and dozens of creators, which is really cool. She's got another video here talking about collaborations that are upcoming, which is cool. Shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 4,600 views and beyond, one over 18,000, which is great to see. And live streams over here are occasional as well. She's going to do one today. She's actually going to start in half an hour, so I'm not sure if she's still going to be on after Superchat and after Hilda DC's premiere, but we'll be able to know that there's fresh content on the channel today. As well, she's got monetization all set up, so we can support her with Super Chats and memberships when we get there. Patrick Hollick, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And we'll spin the wheel. And Rushing Wind Mountain is going to come up right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Again, the best success here in Tuber Chat comes from reaching out to other creators. Some of the people who've been with us for literally months or almost years now and beyond will not go to brand new channels that they see in the chat, sometimes for even weeks or months, until they get to know somebody. They're really cherry picking their connections these days. And with good reason, because they want to make sure they judge by what everybody says in the chat that somebody's going to be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with them, right? So when we look at Rushing Wind Mountain, we see that this is another creator who's here with us every single day. I think every stream they're here with us, for which I'm grateful. They're bringing us interesting wildlife and nature videos from the Pacific Northwest, and they post frequently. Most of their videos are quite short, so I'm just going to take the latest one. I'll put that in my catch-up list right now. But they've also got official shorts videos, and these here have gotten into 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 views, as well as live streams might be an idea for the future. So hopefully everybody will connect with them and see what we're talking about there. We've got another couple of homesteading friends in the house. Black Guns and Gardens is here, along with Garden State Gardener. They're both members, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and we will get to spinning. And after a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Look at that luck. Sam's Logs Trains and More has only been here for a moment today, but they managed to come up right away. So we'll look at this member and moderators channel, and Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More has been at this for a few years as well. He's been a moderator here in Tuber Chat for 3 years and a dear friend all of this time. And he brings a lot of train videos, as you'd expect, from his banner and the title of his channel. Now, he could be indoors, he could be outdoors, he could be giving us a look at the trains or the stations they depart from. He might be giving us a look around, or he might be taking a trip. He also gives us tips and tricks if we're going to think about traveling ourselves. And then he posts frequently. He's been doing a spectacular job for at least what I feel like is at least a year now, posting frequently. At times it gets up to like every day, but it's at least a couple, if not several times a week, which is great to see. Michael's Adventures, thank you for coming in. Another beloved and dedicated moderator and member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. And Garden State Gardener is just dropping us a super chat, so we're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again. We always put Super Chatters on the screen right away in order. So thank you for that, Garden State Gardener. He's done that many times before. And that's Joe. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. So we'll look at that channel next. When we look at Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, we see a little bit of variety as well. He's really expanded the content on the channel over the last couple of years. He might get into Happy Mail videos or unboxings or product reviews, and a lot of live streaming to go along with his shorts as well. These have gotten into 4,700 and 4,800 views, and he brings a lot of variety, as most creators do. When we get into the live stream specifically, he he talks about the channel and gives us updates as well as Q&A sessions and sometimes trivia games. And those are pretty frequent on the channel as well. So Sam now is working on 1,900 subscribers. He's halfway on the road. Hopefully we can push him a little bit farther, and he happens to be monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get to his channel. So next up is going to be Garden State Gardener, and he just dropped a super chat. He's done that countless times before. That's Joe. I was actually on his channel just a few weeks ago for my second time. I was there a year earlier with the Stock Explorer, and it's a great way to grow your channel by collaborating with others, hopping in on StreamYard panels and doing interview style conversations with people. And then thank you so much, the Dogman UK, the Skeptical Researcher. Good to see you in the house. I know you've been here for a while today, but thank you for the kind words. Ghostly Winds is here from Australia. They bring video gameplay. Carrie Leonard is a fellow Canadian. Good to see you in the house. And then, so Sam Slogs Trains and More, I see that. What you could do is you could take the section off the channel and put it back on if you wanted to. What I think is happening there, it depends on how many members a channel has, right? So it's going to show the first 8. It's supposed to only be available if you have 8 or more members. But let's say somebody had 10 members and then they drop back down to 6. That section would still be there possibly. I don't think it automatically disappears. So I wonder if that's it. But most things on YouTube are usually fixed after 2 weeks or so, which ask me why in 2023 it takes 2 weeks to fix anything. I'm still amazed. But if not, you could just turn it off, turn it back on, and it'll probably do what it's supposed to do. If a channel has less than 8 members, or 8 or less, it may not show up again at all. So you have to decide whether you want to take that out or put it on. But I also found out that what will happen is if you are a member on somebody else's channel and you go to their front page and they have that section there, your channel will be shown first. But we also see that on Garden State Gardener, there's no way this channel doesn't have any members, but they've got a thing going on here that says that that's not showing any members. So it must be some kind of a glitch. Sam Slogs Trains and More. So I don't know what's up with that and why that's happening, but we'll keep an eye on it and see. Oh, DevOps queues are about 2 weeks, says Henry Nelson. It makes sense because most of what we've seen over the last couple of years is that most of the glitches take about 2 weeks to settle. Sometimes it can be longer. Some things don't seem to get fixed. I always thought that what they should have done, we all know probably that Google bought YouTube a long time ago. I happen to be a computer programmer as well. I feel like they should have just recoded it from the beginning. They don't have to put it out today, but like put one team on it, restart with fresh, clean code today, so that 3 years from now you can replace the old one with all the old spaghetti code that's probably not working anymore and put the new one up. I'm just imagining that might be the case, and I'm not saying I'm right, even though I think I am in this case, but it's just an idea. So, Garden State Gardener's up on the screen right now. I noticed Butler Family Farm said that theirs seemed to be glitching as well. So thank you for that. But I'm not sure if they're going to remove that section then or what they're going to do with that. But we can always try turning it off and putting it on and see what happens. And then, try fresh, clean code never happens. But I promise you this, so I am working on the next thing, and whether it's going to come to fruition or not, we'll see. I'm going to try to spend the winter getting a couple of games on the App Store again. I've already been working on them a little bit, but it is a lot of work, right? It's not a one-man show. But we'll see. And if that's the case, the intention is to recode these things. I really would like to do it every year or refresh them every year, basically. But I know that can be costly. So if a company is going to plan for that, they have to do the planning in the early stages and plan for the future and build it into the business model, if that makes sense. I know I'm getting a little bit far with that, but Yes, that's true. Ghostly Wins. Ghostly Wins always has the most creative things to say in the chat. Rooted in essential oils. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. I got to be careful. I know my speeches get pretty long here sometimes, but if I'm going to start talking about computer programming, I have a feeling a lot of people's eyes are going to start to glaze over while they're listening here. So, Garden State Gardener's up on the screen right now. You can see this channel is growing rapidly. Joe is the creator behind this channel. He's very well known as an advocate for helping others. He's always smiling, always laughing. It's been a pleasure being on his channel a couple of times now where we had lengthy conversations. The last time I was on there just a few weeks ago, we were on for over an hour with Rebel Canners. And then last week, just a few days ago, I saw Johnny Small Pepper on there. He was in here earlier, and they were having a great conversation. Now, Joe is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. He's got his registration videos that come up for the giveaways that he does during his Sunday Fun Day live streams. You can see how busy his wheel gets. My dear goodness, it's not uncommon to find anywhere from 70 to 100 people watching during his live streams. Shorts on the channel are interesting here. He's gotten into 2,700 and 3,800 views and beyond, but the live streams are very lively. So he'll be at that tonight, 7 p.m. Of course, every single week. He's going to do Pierogi Monday tomorrow as well. And it will obviously be a very vibrant live stream, meaning like a lot of conversation in the chat. It's always very fast paced and high energy, which is great to see. He brings us gardening and homesteading type content on his channel. A lot of seed swaps he does with other creators and collaborations with others as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Garden State Gardener. Thank you again for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. He actually took over our stream boss position as well. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure, and that will be Garden State Gardener for a little while now. Henry Nelson is coming up. This is a popular name for a channel, so I have to tell YouTube's filters that I want to look for a specific Henry Nelson, and then I match the avatar when I get there. I'm going to put the handle in the chat in case you need it, but we're really doing ourselves a great service, or giving a great service to each other when we search, find, and click on each other's names. Eventually we'll rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. I find that most channels, even with popular names, get up to number one for the search results for most people after they hit about 800 subscribers. Only in the case of names that are extremely short and popular, like one-word titles, have a little bit more trouble than that. And then Sam's Logs Trains and More. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the likes are all in disarray. Often what happens, just because as being the host of Tuber Chat, I'll hear from a lot of creators on Instagram or Facebook or different things or whatever, and people, usually Instagram, but people will point out different things that they notice because, you know, I'm not always going to be the first one to see everything, certainly not. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and we have a lot of generous creators here that want to help each other and help others, of course, so it's great that we get to see that. But yeah, there's, I don't know, YouTube's going through glitch after glitch after glitch, but the other thing too is I can tell you that we see things like this and patterns like this every time that the time changes. So we just went through that this weekend, right? And I know it doesn't make sense. How does a time change have anything to do with glitches for likes and everything else? But it has to do with the temperature of the community, if that makes sense. And what you're going to see is YouTube's about to get busier. It's already started. But because a lot of the world has climates that change, like for instance, I'm in Canada, so we have all 4 seasons, and things are getting colder now. A lot of people are going to be indoors for a few months, more than the rest of the year. So YouTube's going to be busier and busier and busier because there are a lot of highly populous countries and regions that have climates similar to what I'm describing. That's a part of it. But we see this every single year without fail. So this is the busy crazy time until about February, and then it's going to start to calm down again. But you're also going to see a little bit more of everything, and that means more of the bad to come along with the good. Not that I ever want to be negative, but you know what I mean. So, Ghostly Wins, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And I wonder about a Christmas theme. We didn't stream on Halloween this year. And I'm not sure how easily I could have moved that around. So I didn't do a specific Halloween theme. Sometimes I dress up the screen a little bit for special occasions like Christmas or Valentine's Day and things like that. But thank you, Ghostly Wind. So we're going to look at that channel next before I start spinning the wheel again. And we've still got Henry Nelson up on the screen. We're going to talk about their content in a quick second. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And if anybody's mentioned something you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. Sam Swag's Trains and More says, oh, week before ours. I didn't realize that. Oh, wow. And Sam Swag's Trains and More, yeah, our weather is just like on a roller coaster right now. It got down to freezing, and then it was back up to 16 or 15 degrees the other day, and then now I don't even know what it's like outside. We're back to t-shirt weather. You know, almost, and this is where people start to get sick, right? My allergies are on me like crazy. I don't know how much of that is weather change, but we always wonder, right? So Henry Nelson is up here, 231 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're going to be thinking about. They got some shorts front and center, so we'll have a look at these first. We see that these have gotten into a few thousand views, one of them over 5,700, which is great to see. Videos on the channel are also posted frequently, so I'm going to take the latest one, even though it's quite short, put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with this creator, even though they're posted frequently. And then next up is going to be Ghostly Wins. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. It's always retro video gameplay here, and you're going to notice from the banner that Ghostly Winds has got Nintendo and Sega content more than anything else. They live stream as well as putting out videos. They're experimenting with lots of shorts lately as well, and they're working on 800 subscribers. So they come to us from Australia. And it's interesting when we think about Sega and Nintendo, because I literally grew up with those systems. And I was lucky enough to have been able to acquire them. And this creator still able to introduce me to games that I was not already familiar with after all these literally decades now. Now, Ghostly Winds posts frequently, so they got videos that come out usually weekly, sometimes more often. Shorts, like I said, are something they're experimenting with, but they've already got over 1,000 views on one of these, which is great. They've changed them up a few times, and then when we get into live streams, we see that they go live frequently as well. If you can catch them for a live stream, you can almost feel the excitement and energy with this creator. They always keep up with the chat while they're playing, and they're always mixing up the gameplay as well. I've caught them many times. So hopefully everybody will connect with Ghostly Winds. They are responsible for naming the catch-up list that I talk about all the time, and they always have interesting and fun things to say. And I'm very grateful, because when you think about Tuber Chat, hopefully everybody enjoys their time here, and I hope you get value out of the time that you spend. I really just want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube, and we're just here to introduce everybody to each other, right? Give everybody a place to meet. But when you think about this channel, for those of you who do enjoy your time here, for which I'll be grateful, it's because of the community. And I'm so thankful for a lot of the people who come in here and change the dynamic of the chat or the conversation that we have and add personality in here, because otherwise I'd just be talking about channels. It'd be very robotic, and I know I can sound like that a lot of the time. So the chat is really where the magic is on this channel. That's literally why it's called Tuber Chat. So I'm very grateful for that, but Ghostly Winds has always been a very thoughtful contributor here, and somebody who also, like I talked about before, is somebody who I know has my back in the YouTube streets and cares very much about those of us in the Tuber Chat family and their community surrounding their channel as well. So, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you for another Super Chat Ghostly Wins. They've done that countless times. Thank you to Garden State Gardener as well. Now we're looking at Butler Family Farm. So this is Jerry and Susan, and they bring us 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness on their channel. I'm just going to take their featured video here. I bet it's their latest one, but I'm going to put this in there. The catch-up list here that I talked about from Ghostly Wins. That's one I hadn't seen yet. But when we have a video that's featured on our front page, as soon as somebody has watched it, then it disappears for them. And it's only shown to people who haven't already seen it. It's a cool feature from YouTube. And then we've got upcoming live streams underneath. And then there's the empty member section that we've been talking about. Now, Butler Family Farm has a lot of livestock to show us. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as their pets, some cats and dogs. They take us indoors, outdoors. They bring us adventures, and they really go to great lengths to make themselves a part of the YouTube community, not just in StreamYard panels, which are frequent, but they also head out literally on the road to meetups with other creators, like the Mid-America meetup that we saw at the beginning of the summer that had 80 channels worth of creators and supporters, and they do those kind of things frequently. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 4,000 views, 5,000 on one of them, even 5,100, which is great to see. And of course, they are monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They are literally here every single day, for which I'm grateful. I know we've got a couple of creators that really make an effort to be here for every stream. I literally don't know how you do it, but I am very grateful for that. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day, but it tells me that hopefully you are getting the value that I wish for everybody out of the time we spend here. Literally, I really do just want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube. There are different goals, different ideas for all of us. And if you can just get a solid and strong foundation for your channel from some of the friends that you're going to meet here, that will give you a great base for getting started, if that makes sense, and even continuing on, as a matter of fact. So, I'm running on with my sentences here a little bit, but I appreciate everybody's patience for that as well. And then, yeah, thank you, Butler Family Farm. I never expect anybody to be here for any amount of time at all. I certainly do appreciate every moment. But I do like to mention it from time to time with different channels, just so that everybody gets an idea of how supportive everybody is, right? Because we try to notice. I miss a lot that goes on in the chat. I miss more than probably most hosts, to be honest with you. This is why I ask everybody all the time to keep giving me the 3 thumbs up or at mentioning, so that I can catch the messages, or our moderators help, so that everybody can just conversate in the chat otherwise, if that makes sense. So, let's look at what we've got going on here with Watch Us Decorate. So this is a fairly new channel in the Tuber Chat family, but I was taken away with this right away. In our home, we watch some of the cooking shows, right? Kristen and Kira are very much talented when it comes to anything in the kitchen, whether it's cooking or baking. And Kristen does a lot of stuff. She'll be doing the Christmas baking like any second now, actually. And so we watch a lot of that stuff. And right away, we see that this channel is bringing us spectacular work, both in cakes, cupcakes, other kinds of treats here. But I was really kind of amazed as soon as they came in with some of the work that's been done. I'm always amazed to see artistic talent of any kind for things that I cannot or will not do, right? Like, I never expect to try to become talented at baking cakes, but I am therefore extremely impressed when people can do that. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of person who follows instructions very well when it comes to things like baking and cooking and things like that, but not necessarily good when it comes to the idea of creative ideas. And it doesn't bother me, I'm creative in other ways, but not when it comes to artistic designs on cakes and cupcakes, like the spectacular stuff that we're seeing here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy what you find on Watch Us Decorate. Like I said, it's a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've got 395 subscribers right now, so it's not going to be long before they have 400, and they've been with us just about every single day since finding us just about a month ago. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, or we'll get another channel ready to go. We'll go on another 3.5 minute break. We'll come back. We still got an hour if everybody would like to stay that long. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen and the wheel. I'm going to add some more names from our chat list shortly. We're going to have a premiere after Tuber Chat today in an hour from Hilda DC, where she's going to allow us to continue meeting more friends and family members during her live chat. So we're going to look at her channel in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Hilda DC, and I see that the Stock Explorer is just joining us. This is Nora, and they are here as a member and a moderator. I got Jonathan Sturgill onto the wheel during the break there. Oh, and thank you, Garden State Gardener. He's on at 7 p.m. Hilda DC's got a premiere for us, and that's coming up in about an hour. where we're going to be able to continue what we're doing here. Hilda DC is a beloved and dedicated moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other, and they all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel in the same way that we do here. So Hilda DC's got her premiere coming up, and as a matter of fact, why don't I think about showing everybody something? So I'm going to open another window here, and I'm going to show you how to set a live redirect. Somebody asked me about this yesterday. I think it was Junkyard Gamer. So what I'm going to do, there's lots of ways to get into your own channel, but what I'm going to do here is click on the customize channel, and this will get me into the YouTube studio. And what I want to do is go into the content tab. I'm going to go up to live streams, and I'm going to go on to the one that we're on right now. You're going to notice that there's a few tabs on the left hand side, and one of them is customization. This lets you add a couple of extra features into your live stream if you'd like to. We always take the live chat replays off of the streams. But we've got subscriber only mode for 20 minutes here. We could put slow mode on. If you find that you're having a lot of trouble with trolling and spamming and things like that, you can just set slow mode and play around with these numbers. We put 20 minutes for our subscribers, which is pretty high. I wouldn't recommend that for most channels. But what that does here, it gives everybody a chance to see what this channel is, because obviously this channel is geared towards other channel owners and not meant to have like general viewers on YouTube. This is why we're never worried about how many people are here or how many subscribers we have or anything like that. But you can play around with these numbers until you start to dial in the right settings for your channel. Live reactions are that new heart or emoji type of thing that some of you will see as I click that over and over. And then we've got redirect and a trailer. So a trailer is a video that you can put on your live stream or premiere that is going to be an introduction before the stream or the premiere starts, and it goes on the watch page, if that makes sense. What I'm going to do right now, I usually set a placeholder if we're not doing a raid or a live redirect, and that's just for our music channel. But for today, Hilda DC's got this premiere coming up, so I'm going to copy the URL for this video. If I wanted to get it in an easier way, I could just go over to the share button here and click copy, and that'll give me what I need by the URL. What I'll do over here is click on the redirect tab, and if you have upcoming live streams or premieres, this will give you a chance to basically raid into your own. We use the word raid, which comes from Twitch, but it's actually called live redirect here. We still say raid all the time. If you don't have anything coming up that you want to redirect to, you can go and see a list of a lot of things coming up from a lot of friends, or you can just paste that URL into the box, and there's Hilda DC's premiere right there. So what I'm going to do is click save. Very important that you click that save button and not forget. And now we're set to live redirect. And when it's time, that premiere will come up, and like I said, we'll be able to continue meeting new friends and family members during her live chat as well. So that's an hour from now or so. She's working on 2,500 subscribers. Hilda DC is always doing different types of mukbang style product reviews, taste test challenges, lots of shout outs for other creators, sometimes product reviews and unboxings and things like that. She's got some shorts on the channel, and some of these have started to move now into almost 3,000 views, one over 6,000, one over 47,000 as a breakout short, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that she's done a lot in the past. We'll see if she's going to start picking those back up. And she also hops in on other people's StreamYard panels. I've joined her many times. So this creator is very well known as one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. Hilda DC will often have positive affirmations coming through her content from herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case. She's somebody who absolutely stands behind and beside her community and cares very much about those of us in the Tuber Chat family and her own community as well. She's been a dear friend for 3 years now, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Of course, she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Next up, we're going to look at Jonathan Sturgill. And in the meantime, while I get this channel ready, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that, and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Scratch and PPA points out a good point that I missed there. When we talk about the idea of live redirect, what will happen is for everybody that's got the autoplay on their YouTube channel, meaning if they're watching videos and YouTube automatically sends them somewhere else if they're not in a playlist after every video. Some of us do that, probably 50%. I'm unsure of the actual statistics there. If somebody has the autoplay on, they'll be sent automatically into the video. If they don't have the autoplay on, they'll be presented with it on the screen as the next video that YouTube's telling them that they should go into. So it really helps. You can give somebody a head start when you've already got an audience of any size and somebody else is going on after. You've heard a lot of other creators by now probably talk about love parades or raid parades and things like that. There's a lot of creators, especially in their YouTube journey, that set up the idea of a schedule where somebody will go live at 12 o'clock to 1, and then somebody will go from 1 to 2, and 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, and people can kind of hang out all afternoon and watch, right? Or in different scenarios, people do it with premieres as well. So it's a great tool, and we're happy to have it here. So Jonathan Sturgill is up on the screen right now. 5,000 subscribers for this creator. They bring us music as well as musical reviews of gear and other instruments. And it's a channel I'm still getting to know. They're posting occasionally right now. Seems to be about once a week. We can get more information on their About page, literally with a section that says what to expect, as well as some product comparisons there, I notice as well. When we look at shorts videos on this channel, we see that these have gotten into hundreds of views, one over 1,500. And Jonathan Sturgill is somebody who's been with us just about every single day since finding us about a month ago. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and enjoy some of the support coming back to you from such a loyal and dedicated supporter. Some fellow Canadians are coming up right now. Kevin Reed, good to see you in the house, by the way. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are from Medicine Hat, Alberta. And Mike has recently become a travel agent, and they have got some travel talk live streams and video series on their channel. So they're actually live right now. They do a Sunday fun series of live streams, but they're here with us every single day, for which I'm grateful. They care very much about their YouTube journey and those of others. They share information with me all the time. They're working on 3,000 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. When we dig through their videos, we're going to see the variety that this couple brings onto their channel. They could be indoors, they could be outdoors. They take us on a lot of adventures, but they also give us a chance to get to know them. They could be doing product reviews, unboxings, or hanging out, or they could be collaborating with others in StreamYard panels. They do that all the time as well. Some shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,300, 2,400 views, 3,000 for one of them, and then live streams. Like I said, they've got a couple of series. So Sunday Fun is what they've been doing for a long time now, and then they just started an Across the Waves travel-based live stream where they bring on other hosts and they talk all things cruising and travel. So we're going to look at Rihanna's Life Adventures, which is a complimentary channel from these creators. And this is where we get to know Rihanna a little bit better. They've got a few shorts already on the channel. They promise to bring more content shortly, but it's pure variety. Again, could be indoors, could be outdoors, could be taking us on an adventure or giving us a chance to get to know Rihanna better. And then they simulcast their Across the Waves live streams on this channel as well. So we'll look forward to that. Those happen on Wednesdays. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go onto the screen. It's not going to be too long now before I add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Be Bodacious is somebody who's been a longtime friend and started making appearances in Tuber Chat again. Now, I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you're just coming by occasionally or quickly to say hello or drop a thumbs up. Those really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Be Bodacious has got 4,000 subscribers, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 4,100 they're going to be thinking about. I see they've got a few new videos here, so I'm going to take the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. Thank you again, everybody, for staying engaged in conversation in the chat. When we look at shorts videos, we see that they've gotten quite a few that have gotten into 6,000 views and beyond. One over 10,000 and another one over 10,000, which is great to see. Live streams on the channel are occasional. They did one yesterday. Seems to be almost weekly, as a matter of fact, lately. And then it looks like they're going to do another one in a couple of days, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Be Bodacious has been a friend of what I believe is long over a year now. So Rooted in Essential Oils is coming up in a second. We'll see what they've got going on. In the meantime, while I get that channel ready, again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Rooted in Essential Oils is another channel I'm still getting to know. They got 448 subscribers right now. Would love to push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. They have to be excited about those new restrictions that allow people to get monetized after 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. I've just taken their latest video and put that, or the one they've got in the featured position here, and I've put that in my catch-up list. It's a live stream replay, but what will happen is the next time I look at the channel, that video will have disappeared from the front page, and then next time I'll probably grab something from the front page. So they've got videos that come up. There seems to be quite a bit of variety here. Like I said, I'm still getting to know the channel. And they're talking about cleaning, skincare, supplements, and essential oils. So we have that to look forward to. They've got shorts on the channel that have already started to get into 1,700 views, 2,400 views, and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we get an idea of what they're doing most often here, seeming to be almost every other day or so. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rooted in Essential Oils. And like I said, it's a channel I'm still getting to know, but looking forward to learning more about what they've got going on here. We'll look next at another member and moderator. The Stock Explorer has been a dear friend for a very long time, somebody who also cares very much about their YouTube journey and that of others, both here in the Tuber Chat family and their community. The Stock Explorer wants to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way through everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. They do that through shorts, videos, and live streams, and they've recently started to really expand the content on the channel. When we look at shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into 2,500 and 3,600 views, but they got one that's still moving at 7,000 here. That Coke machine is an interesting one. This creator often has product in hand, and I've seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from the company, and then unbox it on a live stream. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see when they're talking about stocks or crypto, but there's a lot of friendly conversation here as well. And part of expanding the content on the channel comes to a lot of lottery ticket scratching. Florida Claimers Ted was in here earlier. They join Nora often on the channel for some lottery ticket scratching. And this is just part of expanding the content and bringing some more fun for the audience and community. They also do some interviews and StreamYard panels. I've joined them on their channel for a 2-hour conversation where we talked about YouTube and our YouTube journey. So the Stock Explorer, like I said, is a dear friend. This is Nora, and she is getting close, officially on the road now, to 2,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can push her a little bit farther. I'm going to take her latest, or her video in the featured position. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. And then I'm going to go down to her second channel. Now, Tropical Buzz is where Nora seeks to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. They get involved in seed swaps and different things like that, and they happen to be in Florida. They got some shorts on this channel that have started to move already as well. And we'll see that these have now gotten into well over 600 views. So as they post more and more, we'll likely see them cross 1,000. And again, this is Nora the Stock Explorer with a second channel called Tropical Buzz. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. And again, I know I've said it a few times, but all of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They all have different channels and they all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you will be welcome to expand your community by meeting more friends and family members for your own channel in the exact same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny is up right now. I think I just caught them for a live stream. Didn't I just catch them, I thought? Or am I mistaken? Maybe it was a premiere. I thought I caught them for something. Maybe it was this. Or no, I must be mistaken. That's okay. Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny's a channel I'm still getting to know. Hopefully I'll catch them for one of their live streams, or if they do premieres. I'm going to take their latest video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now. That will give me a chance to get to know them a little bit better. They got some shorts on the channel that have gotten into a few hundred views and beyond, which is great. And then live streams are something that they seem to be doing about once a week, sometimes twice a week. So like I said, hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. We've always got notification bells on for every channel that is in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and hopefully catching as much content as we can from each other as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And then it's going to be Black Guns and Gardens. What we're going to do right now is go on another break. I'll try to make it the last one that we do. We'll see what they've got going on their channel that brings us homesteading content mixed with preparedness and self-defense as well. And in the meantime, I'm going to get a couple of names onto our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back and looking at Black Guns and Gardens. I also see that Bayou Sugar Garden came in and Wrestling Figs is in the house. Derpy Playground dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. We're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again, but I also put a couple of names onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So KK's Travel and Education is up on the wheel, and Fairbrick Studio has joined them. We'll take it one at a time, but we've got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen in the next half hour or so, and then we'll go over to Hilda DC's channel for a premiere. She's already got that set up. About 20 minutes from now, I'll start dropping the link for that. Black Guns and Gardens comes to us with an interesting channel because they fuse a couple of categories together. There's a lot of homesteading content here, bringing us garden updates as well as tips and tricks, and preparedness and self-sufficiency. And these are typical traits that we find in a lot of our homesteading friends, but Black Guns and Gardens will bring us a lot of product reviews as well. So I see that they've got a featured video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to see what they've got going on with that video. I haven't watched that one yet. Then we'll go into shorts, and we'll see how these are doing, because they got those front and center on the channel. Lots of product reviews here, more than anything else, and we see that some of these have done well at 1,200, 1,300, and 1,400 videos. When we get into their regular video content, we see a lot of variety here, typical for what we'd expect from some of our homesteading friends, and hopefully everybody will enjoy looking forward to the self-defense and preparedness that they're going to show us in between their gardening updates and tips for self-sufficiency as well. So Black Guns and Gardens, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody I see out supporting other channels all the time as well. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They're fairly new to Superchat, but they have been making frequent appearances and for lengthy amounts of time, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can, but I do appreciate it. So this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They have got travel, obviously, traveling and education, and a family fun channel. So we'll see what they've got going on with their shorts to start with, because those are front and center. We see that these have gotten into 2,900, 3,200 views, and 10,000 on one of them, which is great to see. Videos on the channel are posted frequently as well, so they've been doing these a couple of times a week. I'm going to take the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. Playlists can be a great tool for that. And in the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at this channel, we see that they've also got some live streams set up. A couple of them will be in a few days from now, and then they've got one set up later in the month as well. Pardon me, my allergies are just driving me bonkers here. Forgive me for that. I'm literally allergic to everything and sensitive to everything too, if you can imagine. So it's quite a magical combination. Derpy Playground is going to come up next. They dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for the extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And Derpy Playground has 2,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,700 they're going to be thinking about. They have got an interesting video here because this combines a couple of different things that they're doing. So they talk about the Titanic on their channel as well as cardboard boats. So the latest video that I'm going to watch is this one here that's a cardboard Titanic. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And one of the things you might find compelling about this channel is the idea that this is a junior high student that loves to create a variety of content on their channel. We're still getting to know them, but they've been posting quite a few videos, which is great to see. So I'm going to take their latest video as well. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that's a playlist I use, like I said, to keep caught up with creators. Live streams might be an idea for the future of the channel, but we'll look at their shorts, we see a lot of variety here, and one of these has popped into 44,000 views, many of them with thousands, which is great to see. So they're off to a great start, and hopefully everybody will connect with them and see what they've got going on. Huga Homestead, I may not have put you back on the wheel after I cleared it earlier. I'm going to put you back on now. I know Huga Homestead was in here earlier. Kristen Welton is coming up right now. This is my love of 8 years. She has got her own channel doing her own thing. She's here as a member and a moderator, of course. We'll see what she's got going on. One of the interesting things that I don't always remember to mention, she puts bloopers in a lot of her videos, and a lot of people have come to expect those. Sometimes they're at the end of the videos, sometimes she sprinkles them throughout. She's got over 1,800 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push her towards 1,900, and of course, she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at Kristen Welton's channel, we see that presentation is at the forefront of her mind. She has bright, bold headshots. We've talked about that before. And she's picked a color scheme for her professional looking thumbnails for a while now. She started with beauty. She continues that today. She gets into subscription services and other product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos. I see that she's got another video. I must have watched this with my original channel, because I saw this. So I have another personal channel, by the way, for anybody who hasn't already seen it. But I switch accounts all the time, and I knew I watched that video, but I think it was with that. Anyway, she's got some shorts videos and has found some success here. Some of that famous Canadian weather has come through, and some of these videos featuring Spiky Bruiser and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss, which some of you recognize, have gotten into 19,000 views, 21,000, and one of them at 28,000 views. Both of these kitties have made cameo appearances on Tuber Chat multiple times. As well, Kristen Welton brings us live streams, and some of those can be indoors, some of them could be outdoors. She's done a lot of interviews with other creators on other channels as well, and these are occasional, so hopefully everybody will connect with her, and we'll keep that notification bell on so that we can catch the next one that she does. Dre Hair and Fitness, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's Drea Lachey with a second channel, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next, and we've still got a half an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. The next one we're going to look at is another member and moderator here, another dear friend and another fellow Canadian. Corinne's Life comes to us from Nova Scotia, and she brings a channel that literally does encompass everything that is Corinne's life, so definitely a vlogging channel. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is going to be very excited to have picked up that gifted membership from Nobody Should Be Forgotten, so thank you for that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And they've done that before. Nobody Should Be Forgotten will be the next channel that we look at, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. If Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is still listening or watching, I'll get them back onto the wheel. Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like there's a lot of Canadians here. I still think it makes up the... it might make up a little bit more than the 4 or 5%. Or maybe 10% that it should, based on population versus, let's say, the United States, because we got lots of other countries as well. USA is our #1 country. I think Canada is next, or the UK. It used to be Jamaica was number 4, but that moves around all the time, right? Your statistics will tell you where a lot of your audience is coming from. And it seems like there's a lot of Canadians, because I don't notice every channel that is Canadian, but as I get to know channels, I find a lot of them, like Just Jason Keto and More is still in the house. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, we saw, they're live right now. And then, of course, my love, Kristen Welton, we're in Niagara Falls, Canada, and Corinne's Life is here as well. I need another second, pardon me just for a moment. We'll come back and start talking about her content. And we will look at what Corinne's Life has got going on. So she says vlogs, hauls, and more. And there's really a lot to this channel because, like I said, it does encompass everything that is Corinne's Life. So she could be indoors, could be outdoors. She does a lot of shopping, haul videos, product reviews, as well as travel. She could be taking us on adventures, and she happens to run a small business called Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, and she has been producing merchandise for a long time now. It's got to be well over a year. Well, of course, I know it's well over a year. It's got to be over 2 years now that I think about it. She prints everything from hats to shirts to mugs, like the one I hold in my hand every day here, and Christmas ornaments and vinyl stickers and just about everything that can be printed. So it's wonderful. This channel also gives us a chance to see how the merchandise is made, but we can also use the creator as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. Just Jason Keto and more apparently got some stickers from her the other day, and I was thinking about stickers as well. I'm curious about those and how they've turned out. So Corinne's Life as well has got some shorts and has had some great success here, which continues. Lots of these have gotten into thousands of views, 2 of them over 7,400 and 1 over 77,000. But she's got one here that's really interesting because it's still moving. We talk about this with shorts all the time, that they get a pump of a lot of views all at once or maybe twice, and it usually just stops after that. Most shorts videos don't continue, very much like live streams. You might get a few replays, but not usually tens of thousands of views and things like that. So sometimes we see a short that continues to grow, and this one here is still moving at 13,000 views, which is great to see. So live streams are also frequent on the channel. She hops in on other StreamYard panels. I've joined her both on her channel and other channels for StreamYard panels as well, and she gives us a chance to watch her work and see how the merchandise is made that I keep talking about, or giving us a chance to get to know her. And like I said, StreamYard panels are a part of it as well. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and I hope everybody will connect with her so you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. She's working on 2,200 subscribers now. Nobody should be forgotten. Forgive me, I shouldn't have spun the wheel, but luckily it came up and the odds seem to ever be in your favor. Nobody should be forgotten just gifted a membership that was picked up by Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. So we'll see if they come back in the chat. They were here earlier. They try to be here every day. I see that Eric B is in the house and Great Lakes Adventures. Not sure if I said hello, but it's good to have you here. And Nobody Should Be Forgotten is working on 1,800 subscribers. This is an interesting channel. This is somebody who volunteers at different cemeteries and graveyards, and what they do is preserve headstones and restore some of the things that we're going to find. So when we look at their videos, we get an idea of exactly what they're talking about, and especially when we get into the popular tab. Some of these have gotten into thousands of views. Today I'm going to take the most popular video and put it in my catch-up list. And then I look at shorts, and they've got some of these that have really moved as well. 6,000 views on a couple of them. 1 over 76,000 as a breakout shorts video, which is cool. So this is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. It could be a one-of-a-kind channel on YouTube altogether, even though there's 50 million channels out there. It's the first one I've ever seen of its type. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. We'll get a little bit more information on their About page, but they like to learn about people who've passed before us, and it's wonderful to see the work that they're doing to keep those memories alive. So hopefully everybody, like I said, will connect with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They gifted a membership. They've done that kind of thing many times already. Henry Leslie, Vermont, good to see you in the house. And Wrestling Figs is coming up. That means wrestling figures. And when we think about WWE and other wrestling organizations, some of the most popular collectibles that are out there feature some of the wrestling figures that we might find, whether they're Pop Funko figures or other types of things. And when we look at Wrestling Figs, we see 231 subscribers. I'm still getting to know the channel, but they've put out a few more videos. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to take this one here from a couple of years ago. It's a little bit longer than the other two, and every minute matters when it comes to watch time. Hopefully we'll see some new videos come out from this channel, but they've got a few here already, and hopefully we can push them towards the 300 subscribers that they're going to be thinking about. Wrestling Figs has been with us frequently, as a matter of fact, and let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Fairbrick Studios up here right now, and I found something interesting. YouTube changes, along with Google, what they do based on different geographics, right? If you're in different countries, you might see different things. YouTube, they've started doing things with the logo now where they'll promote certain kinds of videos for a while and put a little graphic up there. And last week, what they were showing was stop motion videos, at least in Canada. I don't know if everybody in the States or other countries were seeing that. But in Canada, we were seeing it, and I thought it was interesting because Fairbrick Studio has started out by bringing us stop-motion video, especially when it comes to Lego. Now, I'm just going to grab this video that they got in the featured position. I know it's quite short, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'm going to see what they've got going on for videos here. It looks like they've been posting frequently, but I've got this latest one. Yeah, already. I must have run that one. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into thousands of views. So 6,000, 7,000, one over 15,000, which is great to see. And then live streams might be an idea for the future as well. They're working on 1,300 subscribers. And we'll see what else they're going to come up with. I'm going to grab their most popular video, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well. I wondered about this as an idea a long time ago. Lego is my favorite toy, like of all. I know it's not looked at as a toy as much as it was probably when I was much younger and this and that, but I had lots of Lego when I was growing up. A lot of my family, I was lucky to, have Christmas and birthday presents and things like that, and a lot of people during those years would get me a lot of Lego. I had a huge duffel bag like full of the stuff, and I would just be using it all the time. But here on YouTube, we've actually got a couple of friends now that get into a lot of Lego. Wolf Spirit Productions is a longtime dear friend. They do Lego builds while they drive in a rig, so that's a husband and wife combo. They drive truck. He drives, she runs the business, but she also does YouTube, and they live stream while they drive. She does Lego builds while she does that. But I always wondered if somebody could make videos by putting together Lego kits. It would be a daunting process, but if you took, let's say, I'm not saying this is a good idea, but I haven't made a stop motion video before, but an idea might be to get a set of Lego ready to go, with a base, and then start building from the bottom to the top one brick at a time and taking a photo from exactly the same place. You'd have a camera on a tripod, to keep it steady, and then you might be able to use those photos as frames. So you'd need a lot of them. But if you could have the patience to go through that process, I wonder if that might be similar to what they're looking at there. So, Fairbrick Studio, I'm happy to have your channel up, and right now we're going to look at Hygge Homestead. Hygge is how we pronounce this word, Hygge. It means peaceful, cozy, peaceful home in Danish, and they have been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here. And Great Lakes Adventures has something interesting going on. So they'll be doing a live stream, it looks like. That'll be great to see. I'm always happy to see students doing things in a positive way, if that makes sense. Just looking through our chat list here to see if we've got a couple of friends that might still be with us. I wonder if Facing Reality is still here. Express Baskets and Treats is going to go onto the wheel right now. And Facing Reality, just let me know if you're still in the house. So Hygge Homestead has got some shorts front and center on their channel. Let's see what they've got going on. They've been a friend of what I believe is 2 years now. 1,300, 1,500, even 1,600 views on some of these, which is great to see. Obviously, they come to us from the homesteading community of channels. What we find with a lot of these creators is a common mentality seeming to want to share knowledge and resources with each others. So what they say is they are homesteading in the Midwest U.S., gardening, rabbits, chickens, canning, prepping, simple life, cooking, and friendly talk. Nothing political or polarizing. I'm going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's from just a few days ago. Pumpkin Festival fun, so that'll be interesting to see. And then we look at live streams. That's something that they might pick up in the future as well. So one of the interesting things is that we get to see that here, see, Hygge means cozy, peaceful home in Danish. They want to create a peaceful, comfortable home, and likely a peaceful and comfortable channel as well, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and I'm always excited for the friendships that I personally have made as well. Some of these creators, you hear me talk so quickly and robotically about the support that they give, but Hygge Homestead is one of these channels that has been here literally for what I think is beyond 2 years now. It's getting close if it's not already there. Aceflaw1 as well is a creator who I've probably been connected to for 4 years now. They were with me long before Superchat was even a thought, as a matter of fact, and they still make frequent appearances. They try to be here just about every single day. When you think about the fact that we've been here for over 600 episodes now, it speaks volumes about the loyalty and dedication of some of the people that we talk about in the way that we talk about Aceflaw1. So Andy brings us travel videos more than anything else, and a little bit of variety. He posts occasionally, but the channel's now working on 4,500 subscribers. I've just put a link in the chat. I'll pin that to the chat so that everybody can get to it easily. We're going to go over and raid Hilda DC in 15 minutes. She's got a premiere coming up, and everybody will be welcome to continue what we're doing here when we get over there. I've still got time to put quite a few channels on the screen, so I'm going to get Great Lakes Adventures along with Mitchy Boo ready to go, and then if anybody else is listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, I'll do it as a first come first serve. I can probably get a couple more on. VS Speaks Royally is a member, so of course I'm going to put them on right away, and it looks like they've been a member over 2 years now by their badge. They've been a friend of like 3 years. Aceflaw1 as well has got some shorts here, and these bring variety, but one of them's got, let me hit the popular tab, over 1,500 views, which is great to see. So we're looking forward to more content from Aceflaw1. Like I said, he posts occasionally, but he's been a friend of over 4 years now, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then thank you so much, VS Speaks Royally. Let's spin the wheel. Look at that. You just got in here, and the wheel is choosing you right away. We never know how long it's going to take with the wheel. Sometimes it's instant. Sometimes it takes up to 3 hours. Nice Junk is going to come up on the wheel as well. And we'll take it one by one after that and see how many channels we can get on the screen in the next 15 minutes or 14 minutes. VS Speaks Royally is working on 5,300 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond, let's just say. This channel obviously has long surpassed that, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, VS Speaks Royally is very well known in the Tuber Chat family as somebody who I refer to when it comes to engaged conversation. First of all, they engage conversation everywhere that they go, including here, for which I'm grateful. But in their live streams, you're going to find a lot of vibrant conversation, very much engaging when you get there. And they do a great job of leading that conversation by staying well-versed and up-to-date on their subject, which is usually the royal family 99 times out of 100, especially when it comes to the live streams. And then as well, when we get to shorts videos on this channel, we start to get an idea of how diverse the variety gets in some of their productions, but some of these have gotten into 5,000, 8,000, 12,000 views, so more variety here. And their videos, even though most of them revolve around the royal family, because there's always things going on with the royal family. We know that. They've got a little bit more variety in there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with VS Speaks Royally. And I'm assuming that was Michael's Adventures asking me to take them off the wheel. So I've taken them off. I'll try to remember not to add them again. VS Speaks Royally, I didn't realize I added you to the wheel twice. So I don't know what I was doing there. I must have already had you on from a while ago. And thought you left and came back. I Am Betty J. Gathers is also a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel now as well. We'll see what they've got going on. And Nice Junk is going to come up onto the screen. So this is a channel I'm still getting to know. Obviously a famous Canadian, a fellow Canadian in Nice Junk. Now, I've got to tell the YouTube filters that I'm looking for a channel because it doesn't want to come up just from the search. I wonder if what I will do then is go to their channel in the chat, use their go-to channel, and I'm going to drop their handle in the chat here. So they got 1,500 subscribers, but they're struggling with the search results right now. So there's two reasons for that. One of them could be because of the emoji in the name, but I'm not certain, so don't hold that as gospel, because that's just a guess on top of everything else. Nice Junk, though, is a short name with popular words, so we could see this creator struggle with the search results for a while longer. So this is Dan. I'm learning that by reading from their About page here, and they're from Lethbridge, Alberta, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the crazy car guy, as they describe themselves. We'll see what they're doing here in their channel with their content. So they've got quite a bit of scrap going on here, which is interesting, but they're talking about money. Let's see what they've got going on with that. I'll put that video in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get to know them a little bit better. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat, just being here a few times now. And when we get into their shorts, we see some of these have started to move. We've got a lot of classic car fans in the Tuber Chat family. And we see that these videos have gotten into almost 4,000 views, one over 5,200, which is great to see. So there's lots more information on the About page here. I look forward to getting to know the channel better. But I got another video to watch now, and I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we'll see what's going to happen with Express Baskets and Treats. Oh, Michael's Adventures, do you do scrap metal as well? I'm interested to know that kind of thing. We, in my outdoor work, we don't do any of that, but when we find people that do scrap, we just give them whatever we have, like, so that they can have. We never have an abundant amount. Once in a while, we'll have an iron catch basin that will be broken and need to be disposed of, but we just, you know, we've been giving those away. Express Baskets and Treats is another channel that I'm still getting to know. 117 subscribers right now, and they've got gifts and treats for all occasions and holidays, so I look forward to seeing what you've got there. Holiday gift ideas, which is great to see. The last video that I watched or ran said 7 affordable holiday gift ideas, which is always a popular search, which is great to see. Shorts on the channel have already started and already gotten close to a couple hundred views, which is great to see. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Anything for money, says Michael's Adventures. Yes, absolutely. 150 streams of income is what we're hoping for one of these days. Great Lakes Adventures, let's see what they've got going on. I've still got time probably for another couple of channels. So let's get Great Lakes Adventures up here, and let me just match the avatar to make sure I've got the right channel coming up. I see Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is here. Have we not had Great Lakes Adventures up on the screen ever before? This might be the first time we're looking at this channel, but they've been with us several times. So I'm glad we're able to look at your channel. This is why I've started to change things around with the way we're running the wheel now, is to make sure that we're getting to some more channels. I am Betty J Gathers. Forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel yet. I'm going to put you on right now, and then we'll see where we're at after these few channels here. Great Lakes Adventure. So I'm looking forward to getting to know your channel then. And what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'll take this magnet fishing video. I'll put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 and sometimes 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Thank you so much, Bayou Sugar Garden. Hopefully we'll see you again. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then Mitchy Boo is coming up as well. We'll see what they've got going on. Mitchy Boo actually has a couple of channels, and I see that I've still got to get Abandoned Exploring Mike back onto the wheel. We wiped out the wheel when the Clear the Wheel section came up an hour ago or so. And Mitchy Boo is up right now. So we'll see what this creator's got going on here. They've got 2 variety channels, but here they talk about watching them cook, shop, and live their life. So we get an idea of the different types of variety they'll bring to us. The latest one, of course, Immune Health Drink, which is great. We've got lots of friends that want to help with healthy eating and healthy living. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they're closing in on 5,800 subscribers. They've got some shorts here. Some of these bring delicious looking content, but it's gotten into 4,000, 5,000, even 6 and almost 7,000 views. Live streams are something they've done a couple of times. We'll see if they're going to continue those. And when we look at Mitchell and Doll, this is a second channel from this creator that brings more variety. Just says everyday life there, but they give us some information on their about page. I'm going to grab their videos and see what they've got going on here. Lots of haul videos here and shopping videos. We don't have Kmart anymore in Canada. We used to though, and Costco we do have. And then we look at shorts videos, and these have now gotten into almost 3,000, well over 5,000, and one over 22,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams here are something they might be doing. They did one yesterday. I'm going to take that and put it in my catch-up list, as a matter of fact, to give you another video to have run, and then hopefully we'll get this channel monetized as well if you're working on that. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And that's very cool. Abandoned Exploring Mike, a possible sponsor. Sponsored videos are a great way to monetize. There's a couple of things you can do. So you have to be careful about your agreements with them. But I've been involved in a few now, and they're pretty laid back and casual. No contracts or anything like that. And you can get some free product. You can get paid to do videos. You might be able to do both. But one of the things you can do is you can think about getting sponsored videos where you're receiving product from a company, whether or not you're paid for the video, and then you can unbox the product, use it, and then pack it up as open box and sell it on eBay or somewhere else as well. So these are ideas. Angela Critters, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Marita's Yarn and Crafts is up right now. They got some shorts front and center on their channel, and they are getting into over 700 views, almost 800 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And hopefully that will continue. It should, as they post more and more. When we get into videos, we see that they're posting frequently here. So I'm going to grab the latest video that they did 6 days ago. They got another one, shorter one here. But I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. We see that they do crocheting, sewing, art of different types, drawing, painting, as well as some garden and travel. So they want to try new things and bring those experiences to us as well in their content. I just dropped a link again for Hilda DC's premiere. It's coming up in a few more minutes. She put a nice long intro on that for us. So what I'll do is I'll leave Tuber Chat running for an extra 3 minutes so that everybody can clean up their connections here. But when we go over to Hilda DC's channel, we'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members over there the same way that we do here. So she'll give us a chance to extend what we're doing while she brings us a product review and taste test for her premiere. So Abandoned Exploring Mike is bringing us into abandoned and deep dark places a lot of the time. They're in the UK. They are closing in on 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. They're here with us frequently, and they post frequently as well, as you can see, usually at least once a week. They've got some shorts on the channel, and these have gotten into a few thousand views, almost 3,000, one over 5,100, which is great to see. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're doing these occasionally as well. Great to see these StreamYard panels. It's a great way to bring interaction into your channel. And they just did one earlier today. Thank you, Susan. That's the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I just got them onto the wheel as well. I'm going to spin, and we'll see who's coming up next. Patrick Hollett, sorry I didn't say hello, from Newfoundland. I know they've been here for a while now. And then I Am Betty J. Gathers is coming up first. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is Susan. I was able to catch them. What did I do? I caught you just for a moment? Or did I have to run the second you started? I think I had to run out. We had a late start on Wednesday, and I ran out like the second you began your live stream, I think. Natalie Nicole ASMR, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'll get them on the wheel. I Am Betty J. Gathers is up right now. This is another creator who likes to motivate us with positivity, motivation. She brings us a lot of vlogging now with basically a look at her life. She brings a lot of live streaming as well. She's got a premiere coming up, and that will be in a few more days. You can see how often she's posting, usually more than once a week. She's got shorts on the channel that have gotten into a couple thousand views, working on 3,000 now, which is great. Live streams are frequent. The conversation can go anywhere, but she often starts by talking about living our best life over 60. I find that all of her content can relate to just about everybody. She wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and ideas like that as well, intermittent fasting and other things. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we'll spin the wheel. I'm going to go slightly over time here, but we're going to rate into Hilda DC's premiere. She's got an intro on there. I've pinned the link. Anybody can go over there right away if you'd like to, or anytime. We're going to go in there right after Tuber Chat, and if you have your autoplay on, you'll be redirected. I can hear her premiere starting now in the background, as a matter of fact. And then Natalie Nicole's ASMR is coming up on the screen. We'll see what she's got going on with 435 subscribers. And Natalie Nicole's ASMR, we know that ASMR is a huge category on YouTube. She's posting frequently, basically every day. Some of these are quite long. I'm going to put the latest one in my catch-up list right now. That'll give me a chance to try to catch up the smallest bit. She's got some shorts, and these have started to perform into the 2,000 and almost 3,000 views. One of them still moving, I think, actually. And then live streams are something that she's done occasionally. We'll keep an eye on the channel, see if she's going to keep those up. We've always got notification bells on for everybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now. This is Susan. I'm just going to grab her featured video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list for today. She brings us homesteading content, and that includes gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel, shout-outs, and much more. And I had run that video. I must have gone back to comment on it. Let me put that back in my catch-up list again and get it rerun. When we look at shorts videos on this channel, we see that she's gotten into over 800 views now, which is great to see. It's typical homesteading content, mostly indoors, sometimes outdoors from Susan. And what I find compelling on this channel is her live stream. So I caught her the other day. Oh, was this the one that you did with your daughter? I was there for a while. Oh, I'm mistaken. Yes, I was there for a while when you were doing that one, which is great. And she was talking about having a book, yes. So, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Her live streams feature devotionals as well as collaborations with other creators, StreamYard panels, and a lot of newsworthy content. So she gives us a platform to discuss a lot of current events and things like that. I always enjoy my time over there. Handicapped Traveler, good to see you in the house. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you just came by quickly or to drop a thumbs up and say hello. We're going to look at It's the Bankroll right now. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We're going to go over to Hilda DC's channel and we can continue meeting friends and family members for ourselves while we're over there. I've already dropped a link. I've pinned it. Anybody can hop over there anytime. It's the Bankroll is going to help us with our finances, not just with saving, investing, and paying down our debts, but the motivation and inspiration that's required to make those things happen. How can we find some money in our budgets to save and to invest? They get into cash stuffing challenges, and they show us the apps and tools that they use to keep track of all the things they're doing. They also show us how we can make money with some of the other programs or monetize in different ways on the channel as well. 2,000 views on this shorts. They've gotten into 5,500 and 6,600 on a couple of them as well, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Thank you again to our moderators for all of your help. Superchat couldn't be what it is without you. And forgive my quick exit, but we're going to go over with Hilda DC right now. You got 3.5 minutes. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.